Dana White, how are you, my friend?
I am good. How are you?
I'm great. And here's my question. Ronda won't be on UFC 200. This is just you. Your opinion, not necessarily as the guy that runs the UFC, but just as a fight fan. If you could pick any three fights for number 200, and that includes everybody, GSP, Fedor, Tito Ortiz, anyone you want, what three would you take?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, to have the biggest show, you would want the Rondas, the Conors, the GSPs, the John Joneses. You know, you'd want to stack the card with all the best available talent.
How about GSP Lawler? I mean, that's can't miss, right?
Awesome. I mean, GSP coming back and trying to take the title from Lawler would be huge. GSP versus Anderson Silva, a fight that everybody's talked about for a long time, would be fun.
How about CM Punk, Chef Boyardee?
CM Punk versus anybody is going to be big.
Okay, before we talk about that, let's talk about John Jones. Would you like to see him fight for the heavyweight title against the winner of Verdun Velasquez? I mean, Conor McGregor's fighting in two divisions.
Sure. I think that, you know, not only does he have the size for the heavyweight division, he has the talent.
CM Punk, I mean, you mentioned that you know, him against anyone would be big. As you look at it, you had a kid on your Looking for a Fight series named, it was Mickey Gall. He won his first fight and proceeded to call out CM Punk. Do you see that potentially as what might be CM Punk's matchup?
Well, I might as well break it here, right? Why not? Yeah, Mickey Gall. I'm bringing Mickey Gall in, and he's going to fight a kid named Michael Jackson. They're going to fight on the prelims on February 6th on Fight Pass. And if he wins that fight, Mickey Gall will fight CM Punk. And CM Punk will be there at the fight to watch.
Mickey Gall hit the lottery with that victory then. I mean, or potentially he hit the lottery with that victory. If he can win this one fight, all of a sudden, you know, Mickey Gall against probably the third biggest draw on the planet in CM Punk, and he has a chance to beat a guy who nobody knows how well he's going to fight.
Yeah, absolutely. He definitely, he's holding a lottery ticket with really good odds of winning the lottery right now. Like you said, he's got to get through this fight, and yeah, it's going to be a life changer for this kid.
Do you have a Powerball ticket? I'm wondering, you know, do rich guys buy Powerball tickets?
Well, listen, you can't consider guys who have money. But I'm an absolute degenerate. Yes, I have a Powerball ticket.
How many tickets?
I got like 10.
Okay, so you win.
I don't like my odds.
But if it was blackjack, of course, you would roll to victory.
Exactly.
You told me you would kill me.
Better.
You would squash me in a head-to-head blackjack. And I gave you the chance over the Christmas holidays to meet me at the casino, and you just didn't have the guts.
Listen, anytime I have the opportunity to embarrass you or beat you down, I would take it. That's my point is, that's how busy I was that I couldn't show up and slap you around while you were here.
Conor McGregor, the picture with the machine gun. Cops are investigating it. First of all, do you know, was it a real machine gun or was this an air gun?
It was an airsoft gun, and they're not investigating it now. You know, he obviously showed them the weapon. It was an airsoft, and that was over with.
Last week, Floyd Mayweather actually called out McGregor, but it wasn't so much McGregor being called out, but as people evaluated Conor McGregor. They said that McGregor gets praised for how he behaves and that he's cocky, but it's okay because he's a white guy, and Mayweather said, I get ripped because of the color of my skin. I mean, I happen to agree with him. How do you see it?
I completely disagree. Conor gets ripped, too. Not everybody loves Conor and thinks Conor's the best. Nobody. I don't care who you are. Not everybody likes everybody, you know? And there's a lot of people that do like Floyd. I bump into tons of people that like Floyd, and obviously there's a lot that don't. But that's part of the chemistry and being a polarizing figure and being as popular as both of them are. I completely don't agree with that.
So you don't agree with this statement then? Regardless of whether it's boxing and UFC or football or hockey, you don't believe that black people are perceived differently than white people?
Mike Tyson and Muhammad Ali. You know, Muhammad Ali actually fought at a time when there was racism was seriously high. And, you know, the guy is loved now. Mike Tyson was a guy that was a scary individual when he was fighting, and he was loved and hated. I mean, I don't care what color you are. You know, there are people who are loved and hated. It's not a race thing at all.
Okay, well, we'll agree to disagree, and we'll debate that another time. How about the shot of you on the beach with the shirt off? Now, that's either one of two things, I got to tell you. That's either you're juicing or that's photoshopped. Tough to Photoshop the video on your show, but I don't know. What the hell's going on there, man? How old are you?
See, you can't win. You can't win. You're either fat or you're juicing. Trust me. I am in no way, shape, or form in the shape that anybody would think that I was juicing. You know, I have a goal. I'm 46 years old. Here's my goal. Don't get fat and don't get hurt. That's what I try not to do.
Well, let me put it this way. You were in better shape than the guy beside you, and, you know, perhaps Matt Serra will want to fight again. Will we ever see him fight again?
Yeah, well, I'm in better shape with the guy next to me who is probably one of the only guys who eats more than I do. So that's not saying much. The bar is very low.
Don't forget to tune in to TSN 5. It is Fights Free, 10 o'clock Eastern Time, Fight Night on TSN. That's coming up on Sunday, Dillashaw versus Cruz. Good to talk to you, man.
Thank you. You too.
Dana, are you concerned that Ronda won't fight at all in 2016?
No, she'll fight in 2016.
Did she tell you, look, I'm not fighting? Or did she come to you and ask you, do I have to fight? Can I take some time off? How did that work?
Yeah, no, that's exactly the way she is. She asked, you know, I want to take some time off. What do you think? And I said, you know what? You do what you want to do. Take as much time as you want. You know, her movie, she's filming a movie right now, Roadhouse, and it got pushed back, the shoot date, which would have made it real close to UFC 200. So, listen, what that woman has done for this company and for this sport over the last 3.5 years, she can take as much time as she wants.
Here's a question that I don't know how free you'll be with your answer, but do you feel like she is surrounded by the best people? And in particular, I'm talking about Edmund, her trainer.
Well, it's funny that, you know, everybody starts talking about that after a loss. You know, after a loss, you start wondering if she's being surrounded by the right people. Ronda's a grown woman, and she can make her own decisions. She's a smart lady. She knows what she's doing.
Right, but you say everyone talks about it. You would agree that it's a legitimate question, and I think you probably also agree that you didn't answer the question. Do you think that she could do better?
There is no answer to that question. That's up to her. She's going to make the decisions in her career for what's right and wrong. Listen, if she was somebody who was a poor decision maker, you know, and believe me, I have plenty of those, I would question it. But she's not. She's a very intelligent person, and she knows what she's doing.
This Sunday on TSN 5, 10 o'clock Eastern Time, bantamweight title on the line. TJ Dillashaw defends against the former champion Dominick Cruz. Good to talk to you, man.
You too. Thanks.